The Liberal listens to everyone, but no one listens to him. In Pakistan, even today, the laborer is looking for a way to earn a living. If he gets work, he will eat. Otherwise, hunger will not affect him. In the age of globalization, employer-employee relationships are getting new dimensions.
As we are here to discuss how inflation affects on labor. One of the most significant negative effects of inflation on the labor market is the erosion of real wages. As the general prices level rises, the purchasing power of workers' wages decreases, leading to a decline in real income. This can cause economic hardship for workers and may lead to demands for higher wages, which can be turn lead to higher inflation. Inflation can also lead to higher level of unemployment as firms may reduce their output in response to rising production cost, including labor cost. Additionally, inflation can lead to higher interest rates which can reduce investment and lead to the slower economic growth. Further, contribution to higher unemployment level. However, inflation can also have positive effect on the labor market. Inflation can reduce the real value of debt, including mortgage and other types of loans, which can increase consumer disposable income and boost spending. This increased spending can stimulate economic activity and create a new job opportunities. Furthermore, inflation can also encourage firms to invest in new capital equipment and technology, which can increase productivity and lead to higher wages and employment level over the long term. Overall, the effect of inflation on the labor market depends on a variety of factors, including the severity and duration of inflationary period, as well as the policies response of government and central banks.
आजकल के वक्त में गुजारा करना बहुत मुश्किल है। जो इतनी महंगाई में जो हमारी दिहाड़ी है वो उसके साथ गुजारा नहीं है, इसलिए बहुत परेशान है। महंगाई इतनी है कि हम सोचते हैं कि इतनी दिहाड़ी में हम घर का खर्चा कैसे करेंगे। बच्चों की पढ़ाई का खर्चा, दूध का खर्चा, घर का खर्चा बहुत मुश्किल है। गरीब आदमी है जो वो सोचता है कि इतनी महंगाई में हम ये गुजारा कैसे करेंगे, इसलिए कि हमारी तनख्वाह और हमारी दिहाड़ी ज़्यादा होनी चाहिए और हम
Due to poverty, workers in Pakistan have been bearing the bombs of inflation for years. Inflation in Pakistan has created atrocities. That's effects will be seen generation to generation. The daily wages are forced to survive by cutting their stomachs. Nowadays, it is a difficult situation for a laborer to eat 2 meals in a day. Further, we ask these questions to our labor brothers, how they manage their house nowadays.
मजदूरी कर रहे हैं 1500 रुपया दिहाड़ी के। हालात बहुत ख़राब ने। सारी दिहाड़ी मेहनत करते रहीदा वा। शाम नूं आटा खड़िए, आटा कोई नहीं हैगा। घ्यो पुछदे ते घ्यो जिहड़ा वा 550-600 रुपये किलो घ्यो वा। दिहाड़ी च साडा गुजारा नहीं हैगा। बच्चे पढ़ाइए कि असीं रोटी कमाइए, घर दे बच्चों नूं रोटी देइए। पेट्रोल पवा के आइदा लीटर, ना शाम नूं जान जोगा तेल बचदा। असीं इन्ने जोगे नहीं हैगे। जिहड़े लोक अमीर घरां दे
पंजाब डोमेस्टिक वर्कर्स एक्ट 2019 के सेक्शन 3 के तहत 15 साल से कम उम्र बच्चे को घर पर मुलाजिम रखना कानूनन जुर्म है।
Today I am going to explain the inflation effects on labor. Inflation refers to the substantial increase in the general price level of goods and services in an economy over a period of time. When inflation occurs, the cost of living goes up and people need more money to meet their basic needs. This can have an impact on the labor market in several ways. In the case of Pakistan, inflation has made it more difficult for households to make ends meet. This has forced some families to send their children to work to supplement the household income. Child labor is a widespread problem in Pakistan with an estimated 12.5 million. Child labor has a widespread problem in Pakistan with an estimated 12.5 billion children between the age of 5 to 14 engaged in some form of work. This is often because their family cannot afford to support them without their help. Furthermore, inflation can also make it more difficult for businesses to operate as they have to pay higher wages to their employees and may also face higher costs for materials and supplies. This can result in reduced hiring, layoffs and lower wages, which can further exacerbate the problem of child labor. Overall, high level of inflation in Pakistan had a significant impact on our labor market and have contributed to the problem of child labor in our country.
The cause of inflation to labor in Pakistan. There will be an increase in money supply. When the government increases the money supply in the economy, it will lead to inflation. More money becomes available, the purchasing power of individuals will increase, and it will increase the demand of goods and services, including labor. This increased demand will raise the wages. Cost push inflation will increase. The cost of production will increase, which will raise the price of goods and services. So the producer will pass this cost to the consumer in the form of higher prices, and it will lead to inflation. Moreover, the government policies can affect inflation. If the government increases the legal minimum wage, then the producer will raise the price of goods and services to cover its costs, leading to inflationary pressure. Factors such as energy shortages, inefficiency in the production process, and supply chain disruption can limit the supply of goods and services. When the supply fails to keep up with the growing demand, it will result in higher prices, including wages. It will lead to inflation.
If we talk about a labor, how he manages inflation. The key of managing inflation as a laborer is to be proactive, stay informed, and make smart financial decisions to rising the impact of rising prices. If we talk about government, what should steps government take to stop the inflation? The first one is control the money supply. Second one is implement fiscal policies, increase productivity, and the last one is that address supply side factors. So these factors are those which government should control. The inflation is also be controlled. So thank you.